Joining me now is Rachel Goldberg. She's the mother of Hersh Goldberg-Polin, one of those taken from the Supernova music festival. Good evening, and thank you very much for being with us, Rachel. And I just wonder, first of all, whether you have managed to piece together what happened to him when he was taken.
We have pieced together what happened when he was taken. He was with a friend at this nature music festival. The attack began early Saturday morning, and he and his friend and a couple other friends managed to get in a car and try to escape, but they came under very heavy gunfire and rocket fire. So a bunch of these kids pulled over their cars and ran into a roadside bomb shelter, which was then approached by terrorists who threw in hand grenades, had an RPG that they were using, and machine gun fire. And most of the people inside, these 30, fun-loving music aficionados, were really massacred in this small room. Some of them were luckily crushed under the bodies of dead people or seriously wounded people. There were 3 young men who were hurt, but were ordered to get up and walk out of the bomb shelter. One of them was Hersh, my son, who the eyewitnesses who we've spoken to all said his left arm below the elbow had been blown off. He had fashioned some sort of bandage, and the 3 young men were put onto a Hamas pickup truck, which headed toward Gaza. And his last phone signal was found inside of Gaza at 10:25 Saturday morning, October 7th. And we have no other information about him since then.
I mean, that is a truly awful story. What would your message be, Rachel, to those who are holding your son?
Well, a few people have been asking me that today, and to be very, very honest, I would really like for them to talk to me, to talk to us, and tell us what is it? What are we trying to get out of this hostage situation of taking elderly Holocaust survivors, 9-month-old babies, music lovers who were in the woods at a peace-promoting music festival. I really would, and I'm not saying it facetiously or sarcastically, I honestly would love to hear, what is the ask? What do we want from this? I want to understand, as a person to the people who are holding all of these hostages, I just want to understand, what is the method? What's the purpose of this method? What is the ask? And what is the meaning?
Tell me this, how do you think he will be coping with this ordeal?
Listen, to be honest with you, he had his arm blown off and was taken away in a truck 10 days ago. And I don't know if he bled to death on the truck. I don't know if he's alive. I don't know if he died yesterday. I don't know anything. So I do know who he is. And I do think that Hersh is a survivor by nature. He's a very kind and respectful human being. And I think if he is alive and can stay strong, I think he can survive. But again, the knock might come on my door at any time, because he may not have made it even into Gaza. Maybe the phone that they found was his, because somebody took it off of his body because he was already gone. I know nothing.
And just finally, Rachel, how concerned are you by, I mean, there's the talk of the, you know, a big military operation in Gaza, there's the airstrikes going on. How concerned are you by all that? And do you have a message for the Israeli military authorities about what is happening or maybe about to happen?
Look, I'm not a military strategist. I'm not a politician. I'm not a government official. I'm a mother. I'm a human being. In war, horrible, horrible things happen. I like to believe that the people in charge are trying to be very careful. And there's a lot of innocent life in Gaza, not just the hostages. There are many Palestinian people who in many ways are being held hostage by this situation. And I think there's a difference. The reality is that in war, horrible mistakes sometimes are made. However, in massacres, there are intentional actions that are not mistakes, that are intentional that happen. And there's a distinction that I think should be definitely stated.